got to be very careful.
I saw stuff that I'm going to try to exploit, and I'm sure he saw stuff as well. And it's a fight at the end of the day. You know, every fight's different. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do what I do best, and I'm going to give it everything I have. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that.
I'm young. I just turned 30. I'm in my prime right now, just starting. He's young as well. I think he's younger than me. I haven't forgot about that. But he gets touched a lot, and I'm a guy you don't want to get touched by.
And the UFC interim middleweight champion, Adesanya. Congratulations on a big one coming up on Sunday. How was the fight week on for you yesterday?
So far, it's been great. Yeah, even today, I was like, you know what, I just want to chill. But when you come up here, man, you guys just give it so much, and I'm like, let's go.
So when you were sitting in the nosebleed in UFC 193, watching that card, did you have grand visions that a few years later you would be headlining Oklahoma City?
If you've been following me for a long time, everything I've done, I've been calling it. And even at UFC 193 right here, and now here we are, I'm about to headline the whole place and shock the world again.
Please welcome the UFC middleweight champion, the Reaper, Роберт. These people are all here for you. Got to be pretty special for you to see this backdrop here.
Thank you guys for hanging out, waiting for me. Gotta put on a little show. Yeah, he's my biggest threat today, only because he's the next fight. The next fight's always the biggest threat. But I'm going in this the best I've ever been. Let me tell you that. You guys saw it. He's the best I've ever been.
I see a lot of people pointing to the Gastelum fight and saying, look, Gastelum didn't quite get it done, but he did a lot of things that Rob can do. Did you look at that fight and say, yeah, there's the spots I need?
100%. If Gastelum can do that much work, I can. You know, I like to think I've got a better skill set than Gastelum. I think I have a better skill set than Izzy.
It's probably saying if Gastelum can hit you, he can hit you. What do you sort of make of that?
Thanks, John.
I know what I did wrong in that fight. I'm not perfect as much as I might look like I am. I'm not. In the fourth round when he hit me with that head kick, he didn't even know I was rocked till about 3 seconds after. Then he's like, oh, because I got that poker face, you know what I mean? And look at him in his last fight. Oh, he does the Dougie, hits the ground. And then Romero's the guy that just rushes and then gasses out. I don't rush. I aim and fire. When I hurt you, I'll find the shot and I'll put him away. I want to recreate what Holly Holm did in this place in 2015. I'm going to make that happen, guaranteed.
The last style bender, Israel Adesanya. 184, the official weight for the interim champ, Israel Adesanya. And his opponent, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion of the world, Australia's best, the Reaper, Роберт. 185 for the champion, Роберт Whittaker.
But man, I mean, 2015, when this was Etihad, I remember being way up there. I watched him fight as well. So I remember watching and thinking, this is gonna be me one day. I was in the nosebleeds, and now I'm about to make his nose bleed.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get in there. Can't wait to see you guys there. It's going to be cracker.
Well, he told us on Friday, dance culture is my culture, and two of those gentlemen he was dancing with, Jay and Jesse, are the men who taught him how to dance. Lifelong friends, and amazing for Israel Adesanya to have the chance to share that moment with them. Now, his mixed martial arts moment. He has taken this sport by storm. He moves every needle, celebrity and otherwise, that you would want him to move. He is 17-0. But tonight he figures to be facing his stiffest challenge to date considerably as Israel Adesanya takes on Роберт Whittaker.
Recency bias is a big word for people in sport. They think about what they're seeing at the moment. It's easy to forget about a guy like Роберт Whittaker, who in the meantime isn't ruffling feathers. He lets his fighting do the talking. talking for him.
DC, I'm just not sure there is any point of comparison in all of professional sports than the intensity of a UFC championship fight, and especially when you add this stadium backdrop.
John, even when you're in there, like when you're in there and you walk to the middle, you're like, man, this is a moment. Like this is what dreams are made of, you know? You're there with a guy that wants to take what's yours. It's the best feeling in all of sports. Has to be.
Robert Uittake is in the black with gold trim. Israel Adesanya in the white with gold trim. And Adesanya doesn't cut a lot of weight. We've seen him at times come in as low as 183. And it looked like he touched Uittake there.
Uittake is throwing that jab up at Adesanya. As he charges, he's throwing that jab up into Israel. And he's hit Israel a couple times. And I think Izzy respects his power now. A very close round, a big action.
Is that the end of the round? Okay, that was the horn. Okay.
Oh my goodness, I thought the fight was
huge
over.
Knockdown. Mark Goddard obviously heard the horn. I did not. Horn sounded a lot louder on the replay than in real time.
Yeah.
Second round underway now. We'll see the extent to which Robert Uittake is compromised after a big moment for the last style bender to close round one.
It's because he's lunging in there. He's not taking his time. I think he watched Gastelum and saw the good that Gastelum was doing. But you got to remember, Gastelum took a lot of damage fighting in that style against Adesanya. Oh. Hurt him again with that hook. Yep. It's that right hook counter. Every time Robert jumps in there, that right hook counter is landing beautiful.
Oh, head kick. Partially blocked.
But I mean, that one still landed though. He's got Uittake hurt. He's got to be very careful. Taking damage, and look what happened. Went in there again, caught that right hook counter again by Adesanya. He landed it over and over again.
Less than 2 years into his UFC career, Israel Adesanya is what he knew and thought he was, the best middleweight on planet Earth, who has captivated the MMA masses every step of the way. Certainly reels in a big one tonight.
And now, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya.
Do you know who's next? I got this overly inflated balloon animal. This heavy Ricky Martin wannabe. This Poha China. He better not step in there because this is my cage tonight. Trust me, when I'm done with him, he'll really look like Ricky Martin. Botched.
Your new undisputed middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya.